Okay.
All right, welcome to the Team Fearless call. So excited to have you guys with me tonight. I have something fun, and since I know you guys love the digital stuff too, so I'm excited about that. I went on to PicMonkey and decided I was going to try to recreate my own cover photo with using only PicMonkey. And I was able to do it. So I'm going to show you guys what I did, and then I want to walk you through how I did that, because usually I make my stuff in Photoshop. And so this is not an exact replication of what I have on my personal page, but it looks very similar. So this is the right one. This is the right one. Here we go. You see that? I did that with PicMonkey, including cutting the background out of my photo. I did all of that with a free app. And so I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk you through today what I did to make this, and it'll just give you an idea of what you can do with this program. And if you need any help when you decide that you're going to go ahead and make your cover photo, please message me if you have questions. I am so happy to help. This is something I am passionate about. I love digital design. It's one of my favorite things. I could get lost for hours in it. Don't ask me to redesign furniture in a house or to paint walls, all that kind of stuff, but I will, or color those little coloring books, you know, but I will do this. And so I'm so excited to show you guys what I did. And if you have some photos on hand and you want to go ahead and try to do it along with me, you can, or you can wait for the recording and go back and forth. That's totally up to you. Since we have you ladies on the call tonight, would you prefer to do it as we're talking, or to take the recording and kind of go back and forth with it once we're complete? What would you prefer?
I'm gonna just watch.
Just watch?
I'm not in my laptop. I don't have my computer in front of me.
Amanda?
I'm fine.
You're fine? Okay.
Too, and then.
Can you guys hear me, or am I breaking up?
I can hear you.
Okay, good, because I'm using my phone internet. My regular internet's messing up again. All right, so we're going to start by going to PicMonkey. Now, mind you, I have already downloaded, I'm scratching my eye because I got allergies. I've already downloaded all the photos that I need to do what I want. So what I would suggest doing is maybe, I'm going to put together a folder in Team Fearless. I'm making a note for myself right now with some ideas. So you guys can see some ones that are put together, some cover photos that are put together and that are good or fairly good. You know, what you need right now is you need good enough. Once you're up and running and everything's going, if you want to hire someone to do it, then I would suggest hiring someone who has all the proper tools to maybe do what you know, once you become like a diamond coach or something. If you're my diamond, actually on Team Fearless, it doesn't matter, because if you become a diamond and you want me to help you out, I will help you with your cover photo. I'm writing myself. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to design, just hover over design and click Facebook cover. And this is without an account, guys. I don't even have an account. Like, it's probably good to get an account. I think there's a free one. So you can save your designs. I'm not positive. But I know a ton of coaches that do their design through PicMonkey. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to put a background in here. Now, for me, I chose wood because wood is something that I'm country. I'm a country girl. I love that. But you could go down here to this where it shows this little texture thing, and you could do a number of things. You know, you could do a burst. You could do this for like SC shout outs down the line. I mean, you can use this program for so many things. So it's just a matter of figuring out what you want to use. But the other thing that I do is I will often go to, I got Father Goose for a friend of mine who's not feeling good. Do you ever seen that movie? Okay, so what I do is I just go to Google and I type wood backgrounds. And actually, I like turquoise wood backgrounds. So I just go here, and actually this is the one I was looking for earlier. I don't think I found. Anyway, and then you just right click it, and then you save it to a folder is what you do. So I already found one earlier and I saved it. So what you do is you're in textures, you go to your own, and you click add your own, and I have my whole folder here of everything. So I put all the pictures I wanted to use in one folder to make it easy. So you might want to just pick your pictures out. I went to Facebook and I right-clicked and saved is all I did into one folder. So I saved the background. I called it turquoise. And you can change the saturation if you want. And just hit apply. The next thing that I have here is I add all the photos. So you come to this butterfly. It took me a while to figure this out because I was like, how do I add a photo? Apparently it's called an overlay. So I have 3 photos in here, and you have to add them one at a time. So I have my, what I call married photo. And I'm going to move them around in a little bit. And I have my family photo. Make it a little smaller. And I'm going to show you some cool stuff that I do with these. And then I have my team pick photo. Apparently I have a LinkedIn anniversary, and everyone keeps saying congratulations. I haven't checked to see which anniversary it was yet today. So I keep getting my phone. Okay, so there are those 3, and then this photo. You know what I didn't do in this one that I think is a good thing to do is at least until you save it, is to add your profile pic. So you can see where how much your profile pic is actually going to take over. And I think that when I looked on my Facebook, I just looked at my Facebook to kind of see my current background and to see how much of that square it took up, and just kind of eye it up, and it'll help to give at least a bit of an idea. So I think I'm pretty good at eyeing things up. Okay, so it just to give you an idea, and you have to remember it goes down below. So you're actually going to delete that before you save your photo, but this will at least give you an idea of what's going to be hiding behind there. So now we've got most of the photos on there. We're going to need one more photo, but we're going to put these on first. These are some editing things that you can do. So I like to twist it around a little bit. Some people, when they're doing their background, they like to have them all in one row, you know, just one right after another. And you can play around with it. Don't be afraid. Don't be worried. Just really seriously have some fun with it. And if you have questions, come ask me. So let's see where we're at. I always have to look. Where's Angie at in this photo? Where's Jenny at in this photo? Okay, I think that's about it. Now, the other cool thing is here, you can fade it in the background. See this little fade thing? You fade it in the background. And that, again, it helps with just making our main image is going to stand out the most. And I think this one was more like this. And then this one, see how I have Happy Independence Day there? I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Got to get rid of that. So I'm actually just going to do a quick line across there. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's good enough. And I can put it like that. I actually need to make it a little smaller. And fade. See how that looks? See that? And if you have any questions as we're going through this, please interrupt and ask your question, because if you have a question, someone else is going to have a question, and this will be the best way to make sure that a lot of these questions are addressed. So the next thing we need, and I keep going back and forth because I want to make sure that, because I already know that this how this is going to work, but just eye it up, move it around, you know, have some fun with it. So now I need my overlay photo. And this is actually going to be so cool because you can use PicMonkey like a regular picture as well to make flyers or do fun things. And this is something you're going to be able to use moving forward.
Michelle, you clicked on the butterfly to do the background pictures too, right?
Nope, the
The
background
overlays.
was
Yeah.
this one right here, textures.
And then you just put the pictures on top of that.
Yep, the pictures are on top of the yep.
Okay.
And I'll show you how you can move some things around here too. So I'm going to, this is going to be the fun thing, is a lot of people have asked me, how can I make myself stand out and be cut out? Well, this is how you can do it. First of all, you want to make sure your eraser hardness is not too hard, because you want to do what we call feather. You want to be able to have it kind of like fade around, because it makes it a lot easier. And then, so here, see how that's a little faded right there? I actually want that to be more faded, because as I get close to my head, it almost creates a little more of a soft glow. But you have to be careful not to get too close, or it'll make, like for instance, if I get too close to my shoulder, it'll make my arm disappear. But Command Z or Control Z if you're on your computer, just undo. So I use a big one at first. Oops. And again, if you do too much, just Command Z or Control Z and it will get rid of it. And just go around your hair and little areas, wispy areas like that. Okay, so there we go. I did the main part. Now I'm going to put the eraser size down, and I'm going to go, ooh, whoa, not what I wanted. Here we go. I'm going to go back over it, oops, a little closer to my hair. And you see at the top of my head's flat at the top there. I'm actually just going to put that straight up next to the top of the thing there. Now, if I was in Photoshop, I'd also do eraser opacity. So I knew that it wouldn't be as opaque, but see that? And now again, I'm going to take the eraser size down a little further. And again, guys, I know I'm pretty geeky. If this is too geeky, remember, you do not have to do all of what I'm doing. This is just to show you what can be done. But again, anything that's better than just a simple picture thrown up there is going to be good. So. There we go. And again, I'm taking it down because I want to get in between, oops, in between here. A little too much, just do Command Z. And I think that's good enough. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. I have fight perfectionism, but there you go. See, now I've got my cutout picture of myself. I've got my picture of my family. Oops. And we can see what I got here. Okay, it's pretty close. So the next thing we want to do is put our wording on there. So this is actually my cover photo for my regular page. On my like page, I'll show you real quick what I do for my like page. It's the one I made for my like page. It's kind of similar to this one, but it's got the name of my like page, which is Let's Take Control with Michelle Hillier of our faith, family, fitness, and finances. And it's a lot more simple the way I set it up. So you don't have to have something crazy, you know, it doesn't have to be crazy complicated. But with this one, what I do is you do have to put either, if you're looking at your like page, you want to put your like page name across there, which is usually your name. In my case, I'm doing, I'd put Live Fearlessly on mine because it's my regular page and Michelle Hillier is all over it. So I use, just find a, and anything with a crown here you can't use, just so you know that unless you upgrade, but you can do plenty without upgrading. So I just decided to use this one because it was the closest to the one that I had. And I just do all caps, Live Fearlessly. And I decided I wanted it white just because I don't have access to the same effects I do on Photoshop. So white stands out better on this background. So you can play around with colors and see, but what I would do is if you did the branding, and this is why that branding is so important that you did on the branding survey that I had in Team Fearless. It will help you figure out the main color theme. So if your main colors are gold and pink, then maybe you could have a gold background with pink wording or something to that effect. You mess around with those colors and you do what's best for you. You know what's going to work best. But so then I just put Live Fearlessly, and that's after you do that, it's important to what I did is I wanted a line underneath it. I couldn't find a really good line. Technically, you could go to overlays to keep it easy. You could just get a geometric shape, and you could just do something like that. The color 1 is transparent, which is what you want it to be, unless you want an outline. Color 2, I actually want it to be white. It's not the same as the nice brush that I used on my Photoshop one, but you know what, guys? It is, the one that I did there is a professional level one because that's the software I have and what I do. What I'm doing right here is way better than a lot of the coaches that I've seen. If you can figure out how to, oops, I messed up with the color. How did I do that? Oops. Let me fix that again. If you can figure out how to just mess around with this and put something fairly decent together on it, then you're way ahead of a lot of people. So you're doing great. Okay, so I have Live Fearlessly there, and the next thing I want to do is I want to go back to my text, and I want to write mom. I see what I have here. Mom, author, speaker, entrepreneur, fear fighter. So these are the things that I see, that I identify with myself. Okay. And so that's what I want people to see. When they come to my page, like, who is this woman who friend requested me? I want them to see that I'm a mom, I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a fear fighter. And I want them to have questions about that. And the live fearlessly, that is, oh, whoa, I spelled live fearlessly wrong. All right. That is my message. And so that is very much a part of who I am. So what I would do is put your name there, more than likely, and then put what are you about? Fitness, faith, family, whatever it is that is you. That represents you. Whatever those words are that represent you, I would put those words there. And again, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get done. So the very last thing to do would be to put, or one of the main last things to do would be to put, you want to put a thing that says click here. Now, I actually do not currently have one. I need to change that I do have it on the Let's Take Control. Actually, let me show you real quick what I did. You click on that, and this is what it says. It talks about and it's a little story about me. Asking people, thanking them for stopping by my page, telling them how I struggled and what my transformation has been, and invites them to join me. So that's what I would suggest doing. Is I'm going to put that here as well. I need to get that here as well because I learned this from the Jesse Regan training I'm doing, which is a really intense social media training. So make sure you put click here there. And that's what we're going to do right now. So the way I did it, again, we're a little limited with what we can have here. And in my creative, what you could do is you could add your own shape if you can find one. The only problem is finding one. You could find one that has a background and then delete around it like I showed you with my main photo. But the easiest thing to do, again, would be to get a geometric shape. I think, what I do in this one? Nope, that's not the one I did. Come on, delete. Aren't you deleting? Delete. There we go. I did not do a geometric shape. I did an arrow. I did this one right here. I made it white and I had it behind. So I'm looking at, I keep going back to this one because I want to see where my words are and where these boxes are to get a roundabout idea. So about halfway through, a little before and a little after is where we can put that thing. So about halfway through, we can put this. So I'm going to put this here, but this is one of the really cool things about this program, and I do a lot of this with Photoshop, is if you hit Control or right click, if you're on your computer, you hit send backward, and you keep hitting send backward until it disappears behind the upper photo, because it's like layers. So if you're thinking about, look at my little video of me here. If you're thinking about layers of a piece of paper, let's say I've got, this is the background and this is a pencil, or this is a phone that I have a picture of a phone on top of the background, and this is a picture of the pencil on top of the phone. Well, let's say I want the pencil to actually be on top of the background, but behind the phone. That's what the layer does. It says, oops, send that back, send that pencil back one layer. So that's what that means. It's really super cool. And as we get to know to use it, it can be a lot of fun. At least for me, it can be a lot of geek fun. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. So you just, again, you Control, send backward. I wouldn't hit send to back. I haven't tried it yet, but I was worried that send to back might put it behind this texture. The texture, this one right here, the wood. Okay, so now I've got that there. Then I'm also going to take a couple other arrows like this, I'm sure you've seen these on people's flyers and stuff before. And I'm going to make them a little smaller. And I'm just going to duplicate it. And then move this one right in front of that one. And use the right and left arrow keys to up and down to move it around because it's easier. And then I'm going to do the text. And I'm going to do add text right here. Now what I did with this one is I actually made this text a color. I don't know if it's the best color. I probably would have played around with it some more, but here's the thing is it really doesn't matter. When you look at half the Beachbody coaches out there and half the people out there, even people who aren't Beachbody coaches, hardly anyone has a really nice cover photo. So just doing this, you're ahead of the game. So I want to get this on the other side as well, and I want it to be the exact same size. So I'm just going to hit duplicate overlay, but this is really the important part here. You see it's still facing that other direction? Oops, you click that again. You click this button here, and it flips it around. So the only thing then you really have to be concerned with is making sure that it's in the middle of up and down, like it's pretty in the right spot there, and for some reason this isn't working. Why aren't you working? Okay. There we go. There we go. And so again, I'm going to right click, duplicate over, oh, nope, wrong one. And I'm going to duplicate overlay and put it up. See that? And then I'm going to take this, and I just want it to be back a little further. So there you go. Click here. Now, if you want to have some fun, just some extra stuff, you can click, and I did this earlier, which is why you, oh, I hit pause share, resume share. Oops. Okay, is that showing right? That little share screen popped up. Okay, see how this one looks more blue? And this one looks more green? I actually went to colors, I think, and I hit temperature. I hit temperature and apply. And this is just where you can have some fun. And then I think I don't know if I messed with the brightness on it or not, but see how you can have some fun just exploring, and if you're not comfortable doing that, then don't do it, you know. But it does make it kind of help give you an opportunity to make some difference and kind of mess around with it. So once you're done with that, you want to save. Oh, apply exposure. Yep. And just save to your computer. Name it first. Save to my computer. And it's saving it automatically. Look at that. Next thing you do is you just go to your Facebook and you upload your new cover photo. So, questions? Oh, don't forget, before you save it, you want to delete this. Very important. And if it won't delete, right click, delete overlay. Then you want to save it, actually. So it's okay if you accidentally save it and forget. You can just go right back, FB cover again, and you can choose different qualities. I think that's probably fine. And save to your computer. And there you go. So.
Okay, how do I get that program? again?
Oh, I didn't tell you how to get there, did I? It's picmonkey.com. PICMONKEY. MOUSE. I can help.
Okay.
PICMONKEY.com.
All right. And it's just download it to your computer?
No, just go to picmonkey.com.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, Canva.com is another one you could play with. I have not tried. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff with Canva.com. I'll show it to you real quick. And the cool thing I like about Canva.com, and if I don't have an account with PicMonkey again, so it might be the same if you have an account, but see all these things that I have here? These are things that I've made with Canva, and if I want to do another thing like it, I just click on it. If I wanted to, and I could go in and change all the Success Club stuff every single month. I could just change the background. I could change the color of this thing here. I mean, there are two programs. So Canva's CANVA.com. And I saw your thing, Amanda. That's totally fine. And then, so anyway, that's the cool thing about Canva is that it saves everything. You just have to click on it and then you can edit it again, and it's super cool. And I think they probably have a Facebook cover, create a design. You can use custom things. I don't see a Facebook cover thing on here. Well, it says more. Let's see what it has. Social posts, popular design types, Facebook app, blogging and ebooks, social media headers, Facebook event cover. So I guess it is, they have an event cover and a Facebook cover. So they have everything preset for you here. It might be a great way to go, and you can always ask me if you have questions, but I don't know what their editing is like, So.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any other questions, or?
No, that's it.
What do you think about it?
I think it's cool. I just need to sit down and try it.
Well, let me just really quickly show you how it doesn't have to be complicated. I know I can tend to complicate digital stuff because I'm a digital stuff geek, But here, let's just do it this way. Let's just go into Canva. Let's try Canva. Click Facebook cover. We'll try a completely different program. It already has the picture there already, so you don't have to worry about it. So then you can upload. So I'm going to upload photos. I'm just going to go ahead and upload all of them. There you go. I didn't realize it was this easy in this one. Maybe I should have started with this one. Okay. And I'm going to copy. It's done. Not yet. It's still uploading, maybe. Nope, not what I wanted. I think it's still uploading. But it can be, you can just put pictures right next to each other. Oops, I think my computer's deciding to slow down. I might have too many design programs open at once. Okay, so I'm going to actually get out of that. So with this one, it doesn't look like you can do as much with like cutting out your picture to go on it. But if you just want something simple that's easier to do, you can, like, all you have to do with this is you just drag and pull it, and it just kind of snaps it to the background. See? I just dragged it, and it snapped it to the background. And I could do something like just put my picture there and then put the, oops, I just did this twice. The Team Fearless picture, just, hold on. Here we go. Make it smaller, twist it, put it over here, and make it transparent. So I can still do some of this stuff, and it doesn't have to be like huge, you know, it's just, you just move it, turn it, put it there, and if you want to make it go into the background a little bit, you just do that. So, and the same with this one. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get done. And you just hit arrange, move it forward, and it automatically moves it forward. So I still have the picture there. It's not edited the same way, but it's good enough. And then you could just, you put the text on there. The same thing. You can add.
So both, I'm sorry. So both of these are just, you don't have to download a program. It's both
No.
just,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's online. Now Canva, I have a free account with them. I just like the fact that all of my designs are saved and I can edit them. PicMonkey, I think, allows you to do more. Like if you want to get more into the design, then you would do that. But I would just go with the one that resonates with you the most. Again, you could just put a photo and then put several together straight. But the point is to do something that is going to look more professional than just slapping a picture up there. And it's going to give a little glimpse into who you are, who is Joy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to stop the share. Awesome. Well, thank you.
All right. I was just gonna say, I'm gonna have to hop off because it's dinner time.
Yep, I got to go too. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.